They didn't take handouts. They worked hard. They came over here. That beautiful lady was a dishwasher in Greektown. And my grandfather, he worked on the line at Chrysler in Poletown in Hamtramck. And it's amazing that we went, and my father's a maintenance man, and my mother's a waitress. And so you tell me, where on the face of the earth can the grandson of a dishwasher and the son of a waitress stand before you, become a prosecutor, give back to this country, and I'm sitting in front of a packed room of supporters running for U.S. Congress? That only happens in America. And we're going to make sure that that opportunity exists for everybody. And so faith and family and belief in the American dream, and if you work hard and you follow the law and you pay your taxes, you can do whatever you want. You know, too high, by the way. But you pay your taxes and you follow the law, you can become whatever you want in America. And that's what we're doing. And this is not my campaign. Yeah, my name might be on that sign, but look how many people are in this room. This is our campaign. This is our movement. And when I get there, you get there, I promise you. And we're going to get there. I have to thank my family, right? Faith and education. They sacrifice always at the epicenter of our life. I went to an all-boys Catholic high school, parents working around the clock to sacrifice, to educate us. Went to Holy Cross College in Indiana. I'm proud. I care. I care about giving back. I care about being a voice for others. And I'm proud I became the student body president of my college. Because you got to stand up and you got to fight back and you have to advocate for people. And after I came home, and for 1 full year, I volunteered at the Macomb County Republican Party. Because I care about this country, and I would knock doors, and I would make phone calls, and I put flyers in doors to get gentlemen like this elected, because it matters. And after volunteering in the party, this is why people come to support, because some politicians come around, they want your vote and your money, and they disappear on us. I'm never going to disappear on you, and I think the gentlemen here are never going to disappear. The men and women running here are not going to disappear on you either. So after volunteering, I went to law school, went to Detroit Mercy, and then I could have chose wealth. I could have chose private practice. But I took the job that pays the least and demands the most hours. Right? Money's important, and we're going to need all your money. So everyone be very generous tonight. We're going to need your money. Right? But we didn't chase wealth, and we chased service. And so I became a Wayne County prosecutor in the most dangerous jurisdiction in Michigan. Rampant We got some Wayne County prosecutors in the house. I hear them in the back. We're going to keep you guys in the back. All right, keep those, yeah. And they know how tough it is when you're grinding in courtrooms in Detroit and you're fighting liberal judges. You're fighting defense attorneys. And you're standing up for two people. You're standing up for victims because they're most important and they deserve a voice. And in this country, we're always going to put victims first. And we care about law and order. We care about safe streets. We care about your families. We're not going to live in chaos. And we care about defending law enforcement. Every single day I was in a courtroom, I woke up and put a suit on so I could stand up for victims and law enforcement. And we have some police that are here. And so I want to thank Jim Tiganelli. I know he was a police officer in Fraser and the Police Officer Association of Michigan. God bless you. We believe in the thin blue line. We're going to have your back every single day in the halls of Congress. The left wants to defund you, but I'm going to defend you. Prosecuted thousands of cases: attempted murder, carjacking, drug trafficking, domestic violence, illegal aliens bringing drugs over across the border, bank robbery, armed robbery. I mean, you name the crime, I've had the opportunity to put it in front of a jury because we got to fight. And so I'm asking you to send an America First prosecutor from the courtrooms of Detroit and Wayne County and Macomb County, and I left my job, actually. My poor dad goes, wow, you're going to give up your job? Yes. You know why? Because this country's worth fighting for, and we're going to sacrifice for a year, and I'm going to get out there, and we're going to knock every door and meet every voter and go to every event and kiss every baby and get the message across of God, family, and country, and I'm going to deliver us a win, I promise you. And so the reason why we're running is values. Our values. American values. It shouldn't be political, but it is. And we're no longer going to stay in the shadows. We're no longer going to be timid. We're no longer going to be scared about what makes America great. Some of them are minority voices, but we are the majority in this country. And here's what we believe. Protecting the nuclear family, the First Amendment, your ability to speak, your ability to petition grievances against your government, your ability to practice your faith and be proud of it. We're not going to accept secularism and atheism. We're going to be proud about what this country was founded on. The Second Amendment, you have a right to protect yourself and your family. We're going to reject socialism. Capitalism works, and no country's perfect, but I'll tell you what, America is pretty near perfect. And capitalism is the only economic system in the world where you can make somebody rich without having to make another person poor. And we're not going to get rid of it and impose what they're trying to impose in New York with Ma'am Dammy here in Macomb County. Absolutely not. Not as your congressman. And our job is going to be very simplistic. We're going to stand shoulder to shoulder with President Donald J. Trump. Thank God he got elected. Yes. It's a battle for the soul of this country, one speaker had said it. Good versus evil, socialism versus capitalism. Are we going to have a country or are we not? And if we lose America, you all tell me, where can we escape to? Nowhere. So we're going to fight like heck every single damn day to protect this country and stand up, and with your vote, we're going to give you that voice. And we need someone tough. We need a prosecutor, an America First prosecutor, right? To stand up with Donald Trump, to go to Congress, to push back, to have some backbone, to be a fighter. They try to persecute, prosecute, and kill this man. They did. And he's going to get a young America First prosecutor in the halls of Congress. We're done electing politicians in Macomb County. We're an outsider. And we're not going to elect politicians, we're going to elect warriors. That's what we're going to elect going forward. I want to talk about some of the endorsements. First of all, I want to thank the governor's candidates, Mike Cox and Tom Leonard, for being here. We appreciate it. Taking time out of your schedule to be present and be here with us. And it's rooms like this that help get you elected to Congress, and it's rooms like this that get you in the governor's mansion. So we appreciate that you're here. And I'd like to thank the individuals that endorsed us. The first person, he couldn't be here. He's in California, but he's a loud cheerleader for this campaign. We have the endorsement of Brian Pannebacker and the Auto Workers for Trump. And like President Trump, Brian Pannebacker and the crew knows that we're going to promote America First. America First policies, America First workers, America First tax code, putting America First over foreign adversaries. And I really feel the first time, this is Donald Trump country. This is MAGA country. You have somebody sitting in the Oval Office that's distinctly different than anyone else that we've voted for previously. The Republican parties let you down. The Democrat parties let you down. And I think for the first time, we have a president that wakes up every morning. And who does he think about? He thinks about the forgotten American. He thinks about the auto workers. He thinks about the janitors, the nurses, the teachers, the truck drivers, the auto workers. And when I wake up in the morning, by the grace of God, we get to the halls of Congress, we're going to fight every day to make sure there's equity, to make sure that we're not getting ripped off by other countries, to make sure that we have common sense tax policy, that we're funding the military, that we're standing up for virtue and character, that we're never allowing other countries to rip us off. And President Trump only has about 3 years left in office. And if we lose this seat, it's imperative. We lose this seat and it goes to the Democrats, they're going to have impeachment papers ready to go. You elect us, we're going to keep the economy and America booming. And so, Brian Pannebacker, Auto Workers for Trump, I want to thank the state representatives that have endorsed us. First, actually, local elected official, Dr. Mike Aiello, the Clinton Township Treasurer. He endorsed us. Dr. Mike, thank you for your endorsement. And I want to thank a special state rep to me, Because it's very hard to get on board with someone. It's very hard to attach your reputation to somebody. And there's a young state rep who's an up-and-coming leader in Macomb County. He's the real deal. He's an honest actor. And that's not always given in politics. And we've developed a relationship, and he's got a very bright future, not only in the state house, but God only knows where he's going to progress. And by him jumping on board with our campaign, that shows a lot. And he wants to keep Macomb County with born and bred Macomb County congressman. And so I'd like to thank the first state rep that endorsed us. And loyalty goes a far way, Joe. And when you help us, and you help our family, and you help this room, these people are your supporters too. And so I'd just like to thank State Representative Joe Aragona for endorsing our campaign. And I'd also like to thank today, it's unexpected, but State Representative Doug Wozniak, thank you very, very much for your endorsement. Representative Wozniak, thank you. We have your back, and we'll run through fire for people that are on our team. And then State Representative Jay DeBoyer, we went up to Lansing a few days ago. I don't think he's present, but he's doing a great job, a good conservative lawmaker who's up in Lansing, chairs the Oversight Committee. Chairman DeBoyer endorsed us, so he's not present. But the fact that he got behind us takes courage as well. And so let's give him a round of applause.